Hello everyone and welcome back to Cleanastic, and today we're going to be doing an experiment. We're going to see, can you really start a fire in your fire pit with potato chips? So I'm all set to go and let's conduct this experiment. All right, so before we can even actually try to start this experiment, you're going to need a few materials. You're going to need a bag of the chips. These chips should be high in fat. My stepson is eating no chips while we're trying it, but it's okay. Yeah, you should get some chips that are saturated in fat. We're gonna need just a few pieces of tinder. That can be pine cones, dry leaves, dry sticks, hay, grass, just a few pieces of it. We're gonna need two side pieces of wood to contain our fire. We're also gonna need some newspaper. It's gonna be a 3-level fire, 3-base fire, and we're also gonna need a little bit of cooking oil. So if you have all of these materials in your house, we're gonna see, can we actually get this fire started? All right, everyone, so we're gonna make this a 3-base fire. We're gonna start with our 2 side pieces of wood here. Okay, we need some stability. Then we're gonna add our chips at the bottom. It's gonna be at the base here. Okay. It's gonna be at the base here. Here, son, you can have the rest of them, all yours. There you go. So we got our chips here. That's gonna be the first level. We're gonna go ahead and just sprinkle just a little bit of cooking oil, because it's more fat in the oil right here. So we're just gonna go just a little bit here. I don't know if this is gonna actually work, but we're just gonna give it a shot. Okay. So we got our oil on the chips. Don't overdo it because this will become very flammable. So this is our first layer. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the newspaper on top of it. Okay. We want to make sure that we leave like some chips on the side that we can actually be able to light it. So make sure you put just a little bit of cooking oil. And as always be safe when you're doing this. This is for educational purposes, okay? So I will not be held liable if something happens to you. So just be very careful. This is an experiment that I'm testing out. Okay. Okay, my newspaper on there. This is the second layer. Okay. You kind of want to have about 20 to 25 balls of newspaper because you're going to need something to hold that extra block of wood up. That I'm going to put on top. Okay. One chip there. And when you light these chips, they usually stay lit for 30 seconds to 1 minute. So there should be enough time to ignite everything else around it, all the tinder. Okay. So, here we go. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead, the last 2 pieces here. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw some tinder on top. Okay, just a little bit of tinder. Okay. And once the fire start going, I'm gonna go ahead and put a block of wood. This isn't so thick. If it was really thick, it's actually not gonna burn right away. You're gonna need more kindling. So I'm gonna wait till I see the fire, and I'm gonna set it up like so. Just like this. But actually we can set it up like this now. We're gonna see if it's gonna burn. Alright, so now we got our layer of fire. I got my chip right here. I'm gonna light it. Okay. Okay. So there we go. So now we're just gonna let it work and see how it goes. So as you can see, you can actually start a fire with potato chips. Our experiment was a success. Just a little bit of tips I want to give to you. Now that the fire is beginning to start, you can start adding some more kindling wood if you have some. You can also start adding more tinder, but also make sure you're safe when you're doing this. Make sure there's no kids around the fire. Make sure that you have a bucket of water. My water is on the side, it's not in the video right now, but as you can see, you can actually start a fire in your fire pit with potato chips. I hope you liked this video. Please stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.